Welcome everyone to this Clarity Night call on Wednesday evening. And again, this is a call for you all where you can ask any question, anything that you would like to clear, you want facilitation on, you would like to change in your life. Most of the people that I'm seeing right now on the call, all of you have done some access class, I believe. And so you are all aware of the access clearing statement. Yeah, so I'm not going to repeat it for you guys. So a talk on what matters to you. So what's up in your life? What is going on? What is it that you are creating, and what contribution can I be and this call be to your creations? So all the projections, expectations, separations, judgments, and rejections that you have of this Clarity Night call, of all the other people on the group, of access consciousness, of carry and gain, of me, and of yourself, will you please now destroy and create it all times a quadrillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, God and folk, all nine shorts, voice and appearance. So, what do you want me to talk about today?
Tasneem, how to handle expectations from others? I expect some kind of respect or some kind of gratitude from others, which I don't get. And uh, I go into a state of why did I do it for them at all?
Great question, Teresa. So, how much are you in gratitude of yourself, and do you truly respect yourself?
Okay, okay.
So, we have this misconception that we would get something from someone else. So, unless you are willing to be that energy for yourself, you cannot receive it from others. So, everywhere you are misidentifying and expecting that the people would have to give you that you actually desire in your life. Will you please now destroy and create it all times a person?
Yes, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyond.
Yes, and feelings. All the five elements of intimacy: gratitude, trust, allowance. What else? Do you remember the five elements of intimacy?
No, gratitude, trust.
Honor and vulnerability.
Honor. Honor is like it's same as like respect and vulnerability. Are you willing to be all of that for yourselves? So unless you have that level of intimacy with yourself, you cannot receive it from others. It's not about them, it's about you. So we feel that the people are being mean and selfish, and they are not giving a respect to us. They are not understanding our value. They are not willing to see our contribution. Actually, it is we who are not seeing that contribution, that value, the greatness of ourselves, and we somehow feel that others have to give it to us so that we will know that we have that. We'll be able to validate ourselves through their positive judgments. and everything that brought up. Will you please now destroy and create your and submit?
Yes, right, wrong, good, bad, thought, comment, shots, voice, and beyond. I'll give you an example. Today, I went out with a friend of mine early morning, and I got from point A to point to my house. I came in a cab, and it was last night. It was very late that I reached, and I went for his work. That his work has to be done, and then uh, till now he has not even asked me whether I reached home safely.
Hmm.
You know, then I felt that what is it? Can't you even, I didn't ask him. Should I ask him?
So, Teresa, first of all, can you acknowledge that it is your expectation that if people care for you, they have to check on you that whether you have reached home safely or not. That's a matter of courtesy that is your expectation. So each one of us has a different definition of what caring has to look like, and what friendship has to look like. So your definition might be that if you are my friend and if you truly care for me and I have taken the pains for you to do all of that, I would expect that having come home so lately, you would check on me. And on the other hand, they might be that she is a mature lady. She is mm, conscious enough, aware enough, and she's strong and powerful to take care of herself. And it's no big deal that she's going alone at night. And in case she needs me, she'll always call back.
Okay. Okay. It is my expectations. I should not expect that from others. Yes.
Yeah, expectations only lead to judgments, hurts, and separation. So projections,
Discipline.
expectations, separations, judgments, rejections. So when your expectations are not fulfilled, you get into judgment of those people, and then you create a separation.
Right. 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 Got it. Thank you.
Yes,
It
yes,
was
Teresa. And at the same time, you might be want to be aware that who are the people who would be there for you. So, truth, do you know that if you call that person now for help, would that person be available for you?
no truth.
No.
No.
Then what is the value of becoming a doormat?
Yes. Right. You're right. Yep.
Everywhere you are trying to help and people doing things for them out of sympathy and charity. Can you acknowledge that it is a superior point of view that you are better off than them, and they would not be able to take care of themselves, and you have to take care of them?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
what's the value of not being in honor and respect of yourself? That if that person it does not care for you, it's not it's not a creep. It's just like someone abusing you and making you do things for them because you are so kind.
Ah, okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
so everything that does not allow you to be the arrogance that you truly be, will you please now destroy and create it all times the concept.
Yes.
Right.
Right. Wrong, good, bad,
And
thought,
bad.
comment. All my choice. Voice, and beyond. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank So, in one of the earlier calls, we did all the 5 elements of intimacy in depth. So you might want to go back and listen on my YouTube channel. All the calls have been uploaded. And in each of these calls, the participants put up questions that are so new, so contributing, and something new shows up. So what else is possible right now? What more questions can we have on this call that would contribute to everyone?
Tasneem, can I ask something?
Yes, sure, Monica.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Tasneem, I always feel that I don't have clarity about what actually I want to do or what brings me the greatest joy. So I keep asking questions. What do I truly desire?
Hmm.
What else can be done to explore what the possibilities?
What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can you and your body be to have total clarity about your life with total ease? And everything that does not allow it, will you please now destroy it and create it all times about zero? Right and wrong, good and bad, hot and pop, all 9 shots, twice and beyonds. And what does clarity mean to you? Everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and read it all types about zero? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So sometimes what happens that we have bought this point of view from someone at some point of time in our lives, that clarity means that we should be knowing exactly, be able to visualize and define everything that we would like to have in our life. So everywhere you have misidentified and misapplied clarity with definition. Will you please now destroy and create it all times about zero? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So definition is a limitation in itself. So definition is a conclusion where you are actually putting limits on what can show up in your life and what you can actually create. What if you could have more clarity regarding the energy that you would like to have in your life, rather than the vision, trying to visualize, being clear with the specifics? That if I want a car, what model it would be, what color it would be, what make it would be, that may not be actually clarity. It is definition. The clarity might instead be that I would like a car which is in this segment. Would it be a sedan? Would it be an SUV or a hatchback, or what kind of a car I'm looking for? Mm, how it would feel like when you drive it, what kind of speed you would like to drive it on. So all those kinds of questions, when you ask, it would give you more of an energy. And then a car can show up which would match that energy, and it would show up much greater than what you could have put in your specific definition about the car that you are looking for.
Okay, so in the context of life, I should be focusing on I what uh, what am I willing to feel, or what kind of energies
what kind of
I'm feeling
energy
good.
you would be, what kind of travel you would like to have, what kind of people you
Okay.
would be hanging out with, and
Okay.
what kind of places you would be visiting, what kind
All
of
right.
money you would like to have,
Okay.
what would be your relationships feel like. So that could
Okay.
be the energy that you can perceive in your universe, and you can start asking for that.
Okay. So instead of what can be done, or what activity should be taken up, or something of that sort, instead of those, uh, what kind of feeling, or
What kind of energy? What would it
what?
be like? So if
Okay.
you are having it right now, whatever you are asking for, what would you uh, be feeling? What would your emotions be?
Okay.
So if you could get that energy, then you can ask for it. That I would like to have this, and it
This
would be this
energy.
energy that would show up in my universe when I would be having it.
So is it okay? Suppose sometimes now and then we are encountered with such people, such situations, such tasks where we feel extremely elated or something. And is it okay to ask that time that can you show up of more of this? Will that
Yes.
help in
So
clarity for a
yes.
purpose?
Yes. So first of all, like, there is no should and what you would have to do. So there is
Okay.
no should. Yeah. So you might choose to. Yeah.
Okay.
So there is no compulsion. There is no right way that you should be doing it that way. That this is one of the ways which has been found to work with many people who have practiced it, and that is a suggestion that is being made, and you can take it if it is light for you. Right. So there is no
Okay.
should, first of all. And yes, so whenever you find people in your life who are enjoying those kind of lives and they are having it, you can ask for, I would like to have that too, with consciousness attached.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is
You're
the
on right.
question to ask. I would also like to have this without getting like envious about they
Yeah. Yeah.
having
Yeah.
it and I'm not having it. So feeling inferior or feeling jealous or envious about them, you be happy for them. That is generosity of spirit. To be happy
Correct.
that wow, people have that kind of a life. That's so cool. And I
Yeah.
would also like to have that with consciousness attached. So
Attached.
with consciousness attached, when you like include that, then you don't buy in all the crap that they might be having in their life as well. So you are not mimicking it. You are
Okay.
asking those energies to show up in your life with consciousness attached.
Which you liked.
Yes, I would like to
Okay.
have this too. Universe, I would like to have also would like to have this kind of a body. I would like to have this kind of money with
Wow.
consciousness attached.
Attached. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Tasneem. Thank you.
Thank you, Malika. Yes. Okay. So what else can we add to our lives today? With your questions, your answers. Hi, Gaurav.
Hi, ma'am. मैं पूछ रहा था कि how can we change our financial realities with ease? Hello.
Yes. So what is it that you want to create in your financial reality? So what does money mean to you?
It's like a paper.
Money mean to you? Gaurav, have you gone out of network? Am I not able to hear you? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, but actually my network is a little poor right now.
Yeah. So
So
I will
let's talk without video.
switch off your video and then talk. So what does money mean to you?
Money means paper to me, a piece of paper.
Piece of paper, currency note. And like, is it easy to have, or is it like you have to work hard to get
I
money?
have to work hard.
So whose point of view are you buying in, that one has to work hard and struggle to earn money?
My dad's point of view.
Okay. So are you willing to destroy and create all of that?
Yes, absolutely.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So all the points of views about money that you have bought from your family, will you please now destroy and read it all times a quadrillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the points of views that your family had about people who had huge amounts of money, will you please now destroy and read it all times a quadrillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you were told in any lifetime that if you have too much of money, you would become evil, selfish, and will not be a spiritual being. Will you please now destroy and read it all times a quadrillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Everything that does not allow you to receive the energy of money as easily as air and water, will you please now destroy and create it all times a quadrillion?
Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all shows boys,
All
beyonds.
nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Every morning you can ask, what can I add to my life today that would make me money right away?
Okay. What can I add to my life that would make
Okay,
money
that
right?
would make me money right away. Are you truly choosing to have money?
No, I don't think so. I'm choosing suffering basically. I don't know why, but unconsciously I'm choosing all this.
What if you don't have to ask why? Because every time you ask the universe, why am I choosing suffering? The universe would give you all the situations and the conditions that would help you understand why you are choosing suffering. That means more suffering.
Mm-hmm.
और वैसी सेम कंडीशंस लो ताकि तुमको समझ में आ जाएगा कि सफरिंग क्यों क्या होती है और सफरिंग क्यों चूज करें.
बट वो तो फिर वापस हम बैक टू स्क्वायर उसमें आ गए ना हम तो फिर वापस.
Exactly. So why is a disempowering question. Every time you ask why is like the alphabet Y. So Y is like a fork. Yeah. So there is a fork in the road. Every time you come to that fork, and if you always take the right turn, yeah, what you would end up is going in circles. Either right liya, next Y aaya, फिर एक right liya, ये right liya, you would be moving always in circles. So when you ask the question why, and whenever you try to understand and find the root cause, thinking that once you find the root cause of your problem, then you would be able to eliminate it from the root. Will you please now destroy and create it all times a quadrillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. In this process of trying to understand and finding the root cause, actually you keep on creating the same patterns again and again into your life, so that one fine day you would ultimately understand and find the root cause. Is that fun?
Yes, yes.
Is that fun?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So what if you could instead ask, what will it take to change this?
What will it take to change all this?
Yes. And what energy, space, consciousness, and choice can I and my body be to change all of this with total ease for all eternity? And everything that does not allow it, I destroy and create at all times the concerning. Right and wrong, good and bad, good and poor, all night shorts, boys and beyonds. Can you see the difference in energy when you ask why it is so heavy? Why me? Why is this happening to me? Why don't I have money? So it's so heavy. And when you say what would it take to change this? What energy, space, consciousness, and choice can I be to change all of this with total ease? And you allow the universe to give you that awareness, all those possibilities show up, and then you to choose them, and you take some actions also. So when you choose, it includes the actions that are required to actualize it also. Many people think that I have chosen it and then I don't have to do anything. No. You are a human being who has taken this body in this lifetime. And it's like you do all those things out of fun because you can do it and with lots of ease. Not as hard work, not as something you have to do it, you should do it, but because you can play and you have this wonderful body which can do all those things, and it is fun to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So everywhere you have misidentified and misunderstood that being means you don't have to do anything. Will you please now destroy and create it all times the concept?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. So when you are being an energy and you choose something, then universe would give you awareness about some simple actions, some fun things to do. It could be like calling some person, applying for some job, yeah, calling a friend, preparing your resume, or whatever it is. And you do those things as well. And the doing is then like play. It is not work, it is play. And everything that does not allow you to have all those wonderful games to play in your life that would be too much fun and create a wonderful life for yourself. Will you please now destroy and create it all times of what's in?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, or nine shorts, boys and girls. So think about your childhood when you were small and you were going out to play with your friends. जब गलियों में क्रिकेट खेला फ्रेंड्स के साथ में, कुछ आपने और जो भी गेम खेला आपने, was it work or was that action a doing or was it just out of fun?
That is actually an action of doing for me. When I recall it, action of doing, not
Because you are making it heavy. Because like every time you take an action with an expectation of a result, it comes very heavy on our body. So what if you did things just for fun because you got an awareness to do it rather than expecting a result or an outcome out of it?
Okay, I see now. Because when we attach that expectation, all these things become heavy.
You attach an expectation to it that after having done that, this is the result, and it has to show up, how it has to show up, and when it has to show up. Otherwise, all your actions were futile. And I'm a failure. So Everything that is. Will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times a quadrillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 9 shorts, wise and weird. So when you take actions, because the universe gave you that awareness, and you don't know what is the result, you don't expect a result out of it, but then you just take those actions and do all those fun things out of just play, as a play. So when you play games as a child, you don't care whether you would win or lose. You do your best, you have lots of fun, and if you win, you are extremely happy. But then even if you lose the game, if you don't if you're not able to beat your opponent, you don't end up saying that I will not play this game again tomorrow. You again go back for that game the next day, and you again have more fun. And as with the practice, your performance improves, and you feel better about yourself. So there is a generative competition that you do with yourself rather than competing with others. So everything that does not allow you to outcreate yourself every day and become a better version of yourself, will you please now destroy and create it all times of God's will. Right and wrong, good and bad, good and poor, all 9 shorts, wise and wrongs.
All right, ma'am. That is it. Actually, whatever you said, सब ऊपर से निकल गया. मुझे कुछ समझ में इतना आया नहीं. I am a little spaced out, but I guess energetically
Down
things are.
your barriers and expand yourself. So everywhere you are trying to understand what I'm saying rather than to receive the energy of it. Will you please now destroy and create it all times a quadrillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, wise and beyond. So you can just push down your barriers right now, expand and start putting energy. And ask for the universe, what would it take for me to receive the energy of whatever I'm being facilitated upon with total peace. And
universe, what would it?
Allow it. Yes. Will you please now destroy and create it all times a quadrillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad.
Right, wrong, good and bad, all 9 shots for the beyond.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Gaurav, for asking the question. Have I brought some clarity?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and you can go back and listen to it again. With your barriers
Yes.
down and having it more expanded. Your being, and then you listen to it and you'll get it. Okay. Any more questions for today?
Yeah, can I ask?
Yes, Monica, please go ahead.
So, I have attended a couple of energy pools of yours. Last year when you were doing every day. So, can you share something on related to energy pool? Particularly, I remember that you used to do in the morning 9 o'clock, and they were very contributing. So, something related to energy pools and ease with our morning routine or work or with people sometimes.
Yeah, so we all are energies. Yeah. Everything in this universe is energy, and we are energy. Energy and matter is convertible from one form to another. That's the basic laws of physics. That matter and energy can transform, one can transform into another. So having that awareness that everything is energy and we are all interconnected in ways much more than we have actually realized. We are so interconnected and we can receive from anything and everything. Being so interconnected, we perceive the thoughts, feelings, and emotions of every other person on the planet, and also we have the opportunity to receive from anyone else because we are interconnected energetically. Now, when we do the energy pulls, actually we push down our barriers and we expand, and in that space we actually get present to the infinite being that we truly are, and then you can actually start pulling energy from everything and you would see a shift in your being. You can feel that space and lightness in your bodies, and also many of your pains, discomforts, your frustration, anxiety, that starts dissolving and dissipating. So energy pulls, like I had done a series, it's also there on my Facebook group by the name of Phenomenons Unlimited. It's still like those Facebook lives are there, you can attend that. I frequently do this energy pull series of 10 or 11 days. So the next time I do it, you all are most welcome to join it. And like regarding the various energy flows and what it can create in what situations, what kind of energy flow you can do to receive more in your life, that is a topic of the foundation class. So you are most welcome to attend the foundation class and create more. There are some wonderful topics, wonderful insights and awareness that you get, and the capacities that you develop with bodies, with entities, distractor implants, 10 keys to total freedom. All of that is amazing stuff. I'll share the link to that Facebook group on this Clarity Nights Telegram group. Okay, Gaurav?
Okay.
All right, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you can again go back and listen to those energy pulls that I did last year. It was during lockdown. I was doing those Facebook lives.
Yeah, they were amazing.
Later also. Yes,
yeah, they were amazing.
I remember you were on most of the mornings you used to be live.
We were having work from home or something like that. So it was pretty that my schedule allowed.
Yes, I was doing it from
our schedule allowed that. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thanks for reminding about that and creating that energy again.
Yeah. And even recently you did did that energy pull when you went on a tour to Narmada. There is MP.
Yes,
some
yes.
tour, yeah.
I occasionally do, yes, on in nature. I like to do energy pulls whenever I am in nature.
Yeah, that's very inspiring. Yeah, I can connect with that. Yeah, very. Thank you. So Tasneem, can I ask one more question?
Yes, sure.
So see, like I usually go for walks in our area. So there is a huge garden ground, and then there are various types of people, and then there are some people, kind of this stare. Okay, so they are coming from the opposite side, so they keep staring. So actually, I am perceiving not uncomfort, but I can notice that they are, constantly looking. So so because of this access and things like that, so of course try to be in allowance that okay, it's there, but
Hmm.
there is still I can still notice that. So what should or should is not a word. What can I be so that I even ignore it or don't make it that
No,
significant?
push down your barriers. So
Okay.
yeah, so what happens is that like especially with women, it happens like due to the kind of upbringing that we have, that we are taught to, that if some like all those kind of looks that we get from the opposite sex, it's a fault of yours. Many people cut off their sexualness so that people would not stare at them, and they would not to avoid those lustful looks from others. Yeah. So what if you could just push down your barriers and like receive all that energy, in fact start pulling energy from those people. Pull
Yeah.
so much of energy, push down your barriers, make it all of it as an interesting point of view. And they are all having like all the judgments that you are perceiving that they have about you and your body and the way you are walking or whatever it is. Like receive all of that, and remember that whenever you receive judgment as an interesting point of view, you make $5,000 more that year. So how much richer would you get by just receiving all those looks of people, those people staring? Interesting point of view. I'm so I never acknowledged that I was so sexy that people would like to stare at me.
Actually, yeah, and and I personally also feel that uh, it's not a very wrongful thing. Also, that also I can feel. So then I feel that I am not being kind by judging them.
Hmm.
That's also I have a feeling that okay, yeah, they are passing by. They will see everyone, right?
Yeah, so interesting point of view. They are staring. They like to stare. Okay,
Okay.
it's a choice that they are making. To be in allowance, just push down your barriers and start pulling energy from them. Are you willing to receive from all those people? And what energy pull are you actually being that makes people gaze towards you? And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, receive, and acknowledge that, will you please now destroy and create at all times a possible? Write it
Can you
down, put
repeat
in
that
back,
once more?
walk or nine shots, voice and beyonds. What
Can you repeat that
energy
once?
pull? Yes. So what energy pull are you and your body being that makes people gaze towards you? And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, receive, and acknowledge that, will you please now destroy and create it all times a possible? Right and wrong, good and bad, what and walk, all nine shots, voice and beyonds. So there are, when you go to a gathering where there is a crowd of people, and there are some people who would just make an entry in that hall, that room, and everyone would turn their head and look towards them. Yeah, so they are being that energy pull. Like everyone will notice them, they would start looking at them. You may not even know them, but then the kind of attire
All
they
right.
wear, the way they walk, the energy that we makes people gaze towards them. And there are others who would just they come, like no one would even notice. They tell you that, oh, I was also there at that party, and you would told, oh, were you there? I never noticed that. So they be that energy where no one would even like notice them. They disappear, kind of. They are always hidden, not showing up. Okay?
Yeah.
So yeah. So what energy pull that you are already being with your body that you have not yet acknowledged. And everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create it all times the God said.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all 9 shots, voice and yes. So energy pull is all about getting connected and making someone present. So when you pull energy from someone, they become more present and एक उनके दिमाग में मतलब एक घंटी बज जाती है that this person is thinking about you. They are
Okay.
getting connected. They are energetically getting connected. So what?
So is it a good idea that whenever we go to some meeting, we start pulling energy from
Yes.
everyone in the room? Is that a good
Yes,
idea?
yes. It's an extremely good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when like you can like even like before going to that important meeting or an interview, you start pulling energy from all those people who are sitting in the room whom you may know or may not know, even before you enter the room. And then when you would enter the room, the energies would be different. No one would be able to ignore you, and they would actually like they would get connected instantly. And they would be able to receive your suggestions, your ideas. And that's a wonderful way of even manipulating. And everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create it all times the God said. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all 9 shots, voice and beyond.
Thank you.
Thank you, Malika. Are there any more questions that are popping up in anyone's mind, universe right now?
Ma'am, actually, I have one more question.
Yes, Gaurav.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, Gaurav.
What I feel is, I feel like that everybody is pulling energy from me. They are sucking energy from me.
So when people
That
put
is something
energy,
makes me.
it's not sucking. When people pull energy from you, it actually energizes you more. So whenever you close your doors of receiving the energies from the universe, at that point of time, you feel as if you are being sucked. So right now, Gaurav, I ask you to pull huge amounts of energy from me.
But how to do that? I mean, I'm getting this
You
question
just ask
completely.
for the energy
How
to
to do that?
you just ask for the energy to pull.
Okay, just
Receive huge amounts of energy.
energy pull.
So what happens is that when you pull energy from someone, if I have my barriers down, actually more energy would start flowing in from my back. If you are pulling in from
Okay.
my front, and because my barriers would be down, I'm not blocking energy. I'm not making it wrong that someone is pulling energy from me. Actually, I'm being an invitation for people to pull energy from me and receive from me. I'm willing to contribute and I'm willing to receive as well. So then what happens is that more energy starts flowing in from my back. So I just become a medium through which the energy is passing through. I'm not being depleted of energy. In fact, because so much energy starts, like I would ask all of you to pull energy from me right now. And like because if I push down my barriers when people are pulling energy from me, there would be more like just say apne just na pani like it's like water flowing. The as much as it flows, there would be more coming towards it. When the air flows, is there a lag? Is there a depletion, or it is just a flow? It's a massive flow, like a tsunami.
And this is also a part of allowance.
It's not allowance, it's a contribution actually.
Okay.
It's your
But
own blockage of energy where you feel that you have to hold on to energy. When you start blocking energy, when you don't allow it to flow, and you create barriers when energy flows become difficult and you stop your receiving actually.
so this will help into receiving as well.
Yes.
It's just like that thymus exercise that we run, that we have learned in that access bars manual.
Yes. So thymus
Sort of.
exercise is when you flow the energy through your thymus, and when it flows through my body and being towards someone else, there is a connection that is being formed, and there is a gifting and receiving that can take place between the two bodies. And that's why when we start the access bar session, we start with the energy pulse. Do you remember?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So
Mhm.
energy pull is a way to get connected and to gift and receive.
And how this all works is more explained in those videos that you have in that Facebook group, right? A little bit in
So
detail
how,
information.
what
Hello.
can you receive from that? So you can just do that energy pulse and start receiving.
Okay, I'll check the videos.
Yes.
That's it. Thank you very much for this.
Yeah. And like all the points of views that you have about being sucked of energy and having shortage of energy with yourself so that you can not allow energies to be flown from you towards other. Will you please now destroy and create it all times about zero? Yes.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, what and pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what Gary says is that when people are like sucking energy towards you, like they are like pulling more, like huge amounts of energy from you, you start flowing more energy towards them. Instead of resisting it and putting your barriers up when people suck energy from you, you start flowing energy towards them. इतनी एनर्जी उनकी तरफ फ्लो करना चालू कर दो कि वो मतलब वो औंधे मुंह गिर जाए.
Yes, actually, ये मैंने देखा था एक वीडियो के अंदर, वो एक अमेरिकन लेडी बता रही थी कि उन्होंने यूज किया था अपने ये मदर इन लॉ के साथ में एनर्जी पुल. पीछे से एनर्जी काफी आती है बैक से, और वो फ्लो करते हैं अपने फैमिली मेंबर्स टुवर्ड्स.
करते जाओ उसकी तरफ फ्लो, because they feel, those other people feel that they have lack of energy and they have to pull that in, like suck that energy from others. So as much as they suck, because there is abundance of energy available, there is no lack of energy in the universe. You can start flowing huge amounts of energy towards them and have fun.
Yes, have fun, absolutely.
Yes. Yes, Malika.
Yeah. So sometimes in our house, suppose we enter into some argument or something with the family member, right? So in that case, is it a good idea? I do that expansion activity, right? Expand. I heard from your call only. So at that time, it should be energy pull or energy push.
So people who you know that who are suckers.
Okay.
So when you are going to meet people whom you know that when you come get out of their house or they leave your house, it's actually there is a heaviness that follows after that, and you feel as if you are too tired now. Those are the people who suck energy, who are suckers. So what you do with them is that before you meet them, पहले से खूब flow कर दो उनकी तरफ energy. They always feel that their glass is empty. Their glass of energy is empty. So you flow so much of energy towards them that they feel that their glass of energy is overflowing. And then when you meet them, their need to pull, they suck energy from you is actually satisfied. And then you would not feel that tired and being sucked of energy. Even if you feel that now again they have started sucking your energy, फिर से एक बार flow करना चालू कर दो उनकी तरफ. Send them tsunamis of energy towards them.
Okay, thank you.
So we feel that we are the source of energy. We have some amounts of energy with us, and if we flow energy towards them, I would not be left with any energy. And that is the same way we feel about money. That if I flow money towards others, if I spend money on all those things which I would which would be a lot of fun and would contribute to my life, when I start flowing money, I would be actually left with no money or no energy. Yeah, it's actually not the case. It's like when you flow, more comes towards you. If you keep your barriers down and you are allowing the energy flows to happen with lots of ease. I would highly recommend that. I had done this 21 days of free energy pulls on my Facebook page when the first lockdown had started in March 2020. You can all go and do one energy pull every day for the next 21 days, and it sure would shift something in your universe.
Yes, I think I should do that. I would like to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or does it get even better than that? Even I can, like, what we can do is I can share the link to one of these that energy pull every day for the next 21 days on the group, and you can all do it from that Facebook page.
Yeah, that would be very encouraging.
Yes, so that would be a reminder, and you can all join that Facebook group so that you have access to those Facebook lives. So are there any more questions? One last question I can take if there is any. Also, I would like to inform you all that I'm doing an Access Bars class on 30th of September in Indore, followed by 4 days of foundation, which would be both online and live in Indore. So if anyone of you would like to join, or you have someone whom you think you would benefit from these classes, please let them know. Also in Indore, we are doing free bars cleaning at my healing center throughout this month. So if you know anyone who is staying in Indore and who would like to receive a bar session, you can tell them about this free bars cleaning that is going on. It's from 3 to 5 p.m. on all days except Sunday. So I believe there are no more questions for today. Thank you everyone for joining in and asking such amazing questions, which opened up so much for me and everyone else on the call. And all those also who would be listening to the replays. So infinite gratitude for joining in and asking questions. Thank you so much and good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.